a fool for this one.
What's good? It's the Big Capone BCDT, and we back with the Black Currency Exchange Show, Season 2, it's Episode 6. So, this is the first time I've ever had a woman ever grace this platform. So, this is going to be a really interesting episode. Fun. It's going to be a lot of talk. So, fellas, I'm going to ask a lot of questions that y'all might need answers to. So this is the perfect person to ask. So y'all already know I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and we finna get into that talk. So who he is?
My name is Dwaynaa. I do hair, lashes, and makeup. My business name is The Trap House, and I also work as an MA in Biloxi.
Okay. So before we get into all of your good titles and all that good stuff. First though, let's talk about where you from. So where do you grace? What people know you from?
I'm from Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay, all right. Shout out to the 228.
The coast.
Yeah. So what is it like being from the coast? Cause everybody got different views on how people live from Mississippi. They just so country, this, that, and the other. Like, what kind of viewpoint can you give on what the coast is like to people that don't know?
The coast is small. It's very small. It's very little. That's all I can say. It's little.
Like, would you say little, like everybody know everybody little, or kind of like a small town mindset little?
I would say it's little. Like, you're gonna run into the same people a lot of times.
Yeah.
But then mindset, you're gonna have the same female in a lot of. Yeah, it's the same mindset in every female, basically.
What
kind of?
Okay, so mindset wise, cause the dating pool is kind of scarce these days. It's getting harder and harder to it's getting hard to get into a quality relationship. So just not being where you from, but just in general, what kind of people do you kind of come across being, who you are? Because you're a very attractive person, you dress nice, you got a good following, a good amount of people know you. So what kind of people do you kind of attract these days?
Oh my goodness, scammers.
That's what they looking for. They looking for the scammers and the dope boys for real.
Yes, scammers, dope boys. It's very settled. I meet a good 9-to-5 dude. I run into the same dudes, just in different vibes, basically.
But I mean, how does that make you feel? How does that work? Do you entertain it? Is that is that your preference? Is that what you look for? Just the type of group of females that you may hang around. Do y'all go for the 9-to-5 guy these days? Do y'all prefer, a little bit more excitement with the dope boy or something like that?
No, I don't see no excitement with no dope boys, no scammers, because they all just feel like, oh, I got money, I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. Nope, this not this over here. I like a 9-to-5. Me personally, I like a 9-to-5. I don't hang with nobody really. I entertain it when I'm bored. I mean, hey, I'm bored, so I'm gonna just text whoever I want to text, but
Y'all never send the wrong message though?
they do, and then that's when I stop talking. I can't just.
Not them, I'm talking about you.
Me.
Entertaining it, even though you really try to fuck with it. Cause most of the time, most of the time dudes go into a female inbox. One, if she showing ass, which most of y'all be y'all be like this right here, yeah. Y'all had y'all ass hurt. Or, you know what I'm saying, she got them, what them things is, them little shorts, the coochie cutters.
Biker shorts?
With them, whatever them is.
Okay, they tight.
That show the coochie print.
Oh, okay.
The nipple rings is going crazy these days. So
out of date.
So, I mean, even females go on bralettes. It's dude's first instinct is like, oh,
She going. Every time.
every
Yeah.
time. I mean,
But no.
but I mean, like, this has always been my thought process. Why do females do that? Like, is it to?
I don't know. I can't speak for every female because I do not post pictures. I don't have no pictures where I'm turning backwards. Like, I'm always face front. I don't show most of my body. I don't get on the internet and do all that. So I can't speak for them. Some girls just do it because they want attention. Some girls just do it because that's all they have. That's all they knew. That's all they did.
Damn.
So I don't really know, like.
So I mean, you can't really even fault the dude for like.
No, you can't. You can't fault the dude. You can't say like, oh, all these dudes just be wanting to have sex with me. Well, me being in a girl's shoes and hanging around dudes, I'll be like, no, shawty, that's what you giving me. You giving me like, I just want to fuck. Like,
Right. That's. I mean, so it's kind of like.
like.
So how could a dude kind of like think otherwise? Like.
They really can't unless they entertain you, unless they like know you for real, like they want to talk to you. Other than that, like the way you can't, but you really can't judge a book by its cover.
True.
So
True.
she might look slutty on the internet, but that's how she get her attention or whatever. But she might not be like that in person. She might have a different vibe.
So, do you get the same approach as somebody that does showcase their body?
Yeah.
'Cause some dudes have them same approaches,
Yeah.
even if you don't.
A pretty girl gonna have the same approach as anybody. A nigga gonna talk to anybody, to be honest with you.
So-
If we're being real.
So how do they approach you? Like what do you usually? You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Social media wise, they're saying like a little heart or whatever. I don't acknowledge it. In person, they be like, say mom, or they'll try to pull me. That's a no go for me. Don't ever touch me in public if I don't know you.
So they do the. They do the hey ma.
Yeah, they grab on you like, no, don't do that. Don't touch me. Don't grab on me. Don't do that. I got some in this pocket right here for you.
That always made me cringe. Cause like, bro, she didn't even acknowledge you back yet, and you already trying to goddamn pull on her. But I don't know, some people had that mentality and shit.
That's what that's what they do. Older dudes, they don't do that. Older dudes, they most likely they'll come up to you, try to buy you a drink or whatever, want to talk to you. It be them young dudes. Say mom.
Nah. I know you got your own business. You got a. Did you play basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Who you played for?
Where's Harrison? Not too much. Not too much.
Jail. They said people told me it was like a penitentiary, like it was structured real weird. I ain't never been in there.
It's not that bad, but yeah, it's not that many windows. But it's like that with 3 other high schools. I think Biloxi, St. Martin, D'Iberville, and West Harrison. They all look the same. Go for Hollis.
But go for Hollis.
It's a college.
That's they don't
college.
even.
So we ain't gonna talk about that.
That's Zoe 101 type college
Yeah,
over there.
y'all feel
They
the
don't
movies
count.
and shit.
Man, who that was? Shot that Tyler Perry.
Grace. Yep.
Tyler Perry.
Was it Grace? No, it was something about. No, it wasn't.
A Fall from Grace, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't that. I could have sworn it was.
What it was?
Megan Good was in it.
It wasn't A Fall from Grace. It comes.
It was some. Look.
Yeah, they got money.
Just so y'all know, like, just don't be thinking Mississippi don't be doing shit. Like John Travolta was just down this bitch not too long ago. It really be shit going on down here, so don't be thinking
Quavo was just down here shooting a movie.
Yeah, Quavo,
Yeah.
John Travolta, all that shit.
They all be coming down here and shooting movies really. I just seen a movie not too long ago and it looked like Biloxi on the beach.
Somebody said, we made it to Tubi.
I think we did. That's the ghetto.
Man, we made it to Tubi, nigga. We done made it for real.
That's the ghetto.
But who's like the coolest, like, I guess, celeb that you've met so far? Because your sister has made it to a level of success that, you know what I'm saying,
It's
a lot
crazy.
of people don't get to reach, you know what I'm saying? And just seeing that from, you know what I'm saying, a little kid, you know, growing up with her playing sports and stuff like that, and seeing her go from high school doing numbers, she was at West Harrison doing it, then went to college at JSU doing numbers, won championships, and then got drafted. Like, what was that whole process like for
I think it was like kind of exciting for her, but at the same time like shocking. Like she always be history. You know,
Yeah.
from Gulfport. I don't really know too many girls that came down here that's from Gulfport or from the coast really they got drafted in the WNBA.
Me either.
That's history.
Me either.
That's legendary.
Me either. Like, what was that night like? That draft night. Like, what was?
It was crazy. We was waiting on the phone call. Like she didn't want to tell us, but she stepped out the phone call, and then that's when they called her and told her that she was gonna be in the draft. Yeah, like it was just crazy.
That
like,
shit lit, bro.
I mean, but hey, we just had that same thing with Derek Hall.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
Shout out Derek Hall. If y'all don't know who our sister is that we're talking about, it's Misha Williams Holiday. Look, you don't know who that is.
Dog.
Make sure you go do your research, because look, scoring, rebounding, and could assist her ass off too. So like she was really a great all around player if you really like look at her stats. So shout out to Amisha. Like I used to take pictures of y'all back in the day. So that was
I still got the pictures.
Yeah, me too. They still be popping up on Facebook. Like that shit be crazy. I'm like, man, who would ever really just thought that would have happened? You know what I'm saying? So
It's crazy.
so how do you feel kind of like where you at? Like what you doing with the trap house, and let's talk about that. Like about your own successes. Like what is how long you been doing hair?
Actually this month just made 3 years I've been doing hair. I recently I've been doing lashes now for about 2 months. Makeup I had stopped, so I would say about 2 years in with makeup. I'm still fresh, but
I've been peeping that.
But the success is like, it's crazy. Like when I stopped doing hair, like nobody was coming to me, and then like starting back and having to get your clientele back right and have to keep constantly like promoting yourself. Like it's crazy.
Talk more about that. Like there's a lot of not just promoting. There's a lot of like females that try to do the same things like makeup, hair. What else do y'all do? Nails, all that.
Esthetician.
But a lot of them don't know where to start or how to build a clientele. And the main thing is they don't know how to like give good customer service to keep their clientele
Oh, you
coming
want me to
back.
talk about business?
Yeah, like we gotta tap into it for a second. Like what kind of insights can you give to anybody that's really just in business, just from what you've kind of gained from what you do?
Okay, well, since I'm only 3 years in, roughly 4 in business, I feel like promoting yourself, no matter who you think not looking at you, or you feel like nobody's looking at you, I feel like somebody's always looking at you. You always promote your work. Somebody gonna be like, oh, I'm tired of seeing her, this and that. But let them be tired. You don't never know. You don't know who looking. You might be the next, millionaire. Like you just keep constantly posting your work. Your clientele come over time. Like word of mouth, always good.
Boy.
Social media is great. Try to get on any different platforms like TikTok, Instagram. Instagram right now is really booming for the young girls and the young men or whatever. I feel like once you get on Instagram and that one young person come to you and they go to school and promote themselves, like then that's whenever you get a whole lot of clients, and you never know who them people might know, or you know what I'm saying, like
Who's like the top clients you've had so far that you've like done makeup
that I
for,
love,
or hair, anything like that?
like famous wise,
famous, or just somebody that you know just really supported you from the beginning to now?
I got 2 people. Adriana Lindsay, I found out I've been doing her hair ever since I started 3 years ago, and I actually found out I was pregnant doing her hair. And we went from me doing her hair every week up in time it was time for me to have my baby. Like I forever love her. I call her my baby mama. Like
so she went from being a client to like a real support system.
That's my girl. Like we knew each other back then, but we never was close like how we is now.
Yeah.
And then Meek came whenever I was freshly in the trap house, But she was always my friend when I was pregnant. Didn't know me at all. Came to my baby shower, bought my baby something. Came to his first birthday. Like, I mean, them not clients no more. Them your sisters.
And see, I think that's like one of the best things about business is like you really run into, and it's always the people that you don't start off like really friends with. It's
That
like
you don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Social media.
I don't know how it always is like that.
Social media.
So,
Social media.
Why do you think it works? Like the people that you do know, they don't support you to the fullest potential as compared to somebody that don't know you.
I'm not gonna say it's hate, but everybody got their picks on who they want in their head. Not every girl is comfortable with getting new people in their head, and not many people like they see you. If they see you even progressing a little bit good or better than them, and they not gonna like they just not gonna come to you. Like you never know who might not like you because of who you are, and they might be friends with that person.
So
it's all about who get in your head.
So you think people like really they build their own perception of you rather than actually getting to know who you are?
Definitely, I have got so many stuff like who I am, and that's definitely not me.
what people say about like they think you be like a Superman person?
Yes, they think that I'm real mean. I'm stuck up. I'm just not. I don't know. Like they just think that I'm just a horrible person. Maybe because of how I look.
You got the RBF?
Yeah, definitely. Got it bad. I really got it bad.
I mean,
when you talk to me, I smile. Like I'm a very happy, nice person.
Are you like, can you be like that with anybody?
Yeah, sometimes.
With the right approach?
Yeah, sometimes. Depends.
I mean, well, damn.
It depends now. Let's be real. You can't be nice to everybody.
True shit.
Everybody can't be your friend.
People be feeling like I'll be an asshole because I don't just be talking to everybody with the same excitement as I would with somebody else. It's just like
I don't know you though.
Yeah, I don't know you, and everybody don't deserve that energy because I don't know what the fuck you on that day.
Right, because some people be on that. Some people be on that.
The bullshit? I know. Trust me, I know.
They be on worse than bull. I'm just saying.
Is it? Do you get a lot of like flack and find yourself in situations that you know damn but shit show you never put yourself in?
You know what? I just went through a situation.
I say it because like it's a lot of somebody told me they were like it's a lot of these like Facebook groups going on, like people get exposed, this, that, and the other, and I ain't see your name in it, so I guess you good. You're not gonna see my name in it because I don't fuck with people like that.
Yeah.
So like, do you find yourself in them situations where people like just have to they have to like involve you in some type of way just because of who you are?
Definitely.
Or the people you know?
No, I don't get involved in nothing. I don't do drama. I don't do mess. I don't hang around people that do mess. If I'm getting involved in something, my homegirl probably lying on me, telling telling the man that they don't want to go somewhere and they're gonna say they with me. Like, of course, I'll let you have that. You can definitely have that all day. But nah.
As far as getting exposed and
you would never see me get exposed, you guys.
Hey,
you won't see no titties, no cat, no butt, no suck, no nothing of Dwaynaa.
They be having it bad. Like, it's some names I was seeing on the thing. I'm like, bro.
Like, that's crazy.
What the hell?
You won't see that. You won't see. I don't be in the mix. I don't. If you see my name pop up around some, there gotta be somebody mad at me.
Why do you think people? Yeah, so why do you think people do that? Like, do you think like they don't have
rejection?
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
Cause
man, rejection.
Oh,
yeah, let's be real. Dudes cannot handle rejection. And now it's getting so bad to where women get scared.
Damn.
So they gotta give them their number. Like.
Hey, big boy. Hey, fellas. I hope y'all's not making these pages going out down bad like this.
Some of them are. You know, y'all make that. Y'all got groups yourself. Group chats and stuff.
I've never had like a all male group chat where
I just like, had one on Facebook. You wasn't in it? The all male group chat when they was explaining all the girls. Oh. Yeah, it went crazy in there.
Well, shit. That tell you how much I be knowing. That's why I say
I'm locked in with the fellas.
See, I don't be involved with, you know what I'm saying, just a lot of shit, but it's like the people that I do know, they'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, such and such, she be on this type of time, so you know what I'm saying, watch out. But yeah, but I ain't really just been involved where it's like, hey, bro, this the whole list, you know what I'm saying? And
I got sent it all. I don't know nothing about it. I was just in there like
Yeah.
I was just getting sent. I was like, oh, she going crazy, ain't it?
that's crazy. And I feel like it's a lot. It's not just down here. Like that happens in a lot of places.
It do, but you don't really see it unless you stay somewhere.
Nah, yeah, you're not gonna see it because it's usually involved within that community.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that somebody has enough time in their day to go do some shit like that.
They ain't making no money. And if they is making money, they probably just sitting down, not really doing them. They still like sitting down at work. Most people say, I know I used to get on Facebook at work because I ain't had shit else to do. But you gotta sit there and make a page. You have to take time out, make a page. Then that's it, make a page and
that's
invite
what
everybody to the page. That's a lot of work.
And the
Big work.
amount of research and information you gotta have to keep that shit up.
That mean you was really mad at that person.
Man.
I'm just so sick and tired of. I'm just tired of hearing this the herpes word go everywhere.
That part. I was like, herpes.
If people would really
What?
educate themselves about that disease,
I think
everybody would shut the fuck up.
because I don't think a
They
lot of
don't
people know how many
understand.
more people like really have the
Don't know.
virus and don't. Yeah.
They just
Look,
need to shut
even
the
if-
fuck up.
Look, you'll have to just have that shit sexually, like, or have gotten it sexually. Like, you can have a cold sore on your
Yes.
lip. That's still
You
a
have it on
symptom.
your hands.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Skin.
it's still a virus
Very
in some type of
common.
way. Like,
It's very, very, very common, and it's starting to get lame. I'm not saying that it's okay to have it because it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? But being in the medical field and getting educated about stuff, like a lot of stuff is, I love it because why would y'all sit there like you can't make fun of nobody and think that okay, God got me. Yeah, that same person you laughing at will be you the next one. I just don't like that herpes word getting thrown around. Like it's just every time a girl get into it with somebody, they got herpes, or if they don't like a dude,
she got this, or they got
he
that.
got a small, but you were messing with him.
Right, I was like, look, yo, dumb ass was the one that picked them. So it really, it blows me still to this
I
day.
get it.
Well, I can't even say it blows me.
They do,
But it blows me
every time.
This blows me too. Like, the niggas ain't shit thing.
Oh, bitches ain't shit either. Coming from a female, you guys, bitches ain't shit. I would drop hints over here, but I gotta let my girls keep it.
Look, man. This. I've been wanting to say this. The reason why I feel like a lot of dudes aren't in the right mindset that they should be, and everybody has choices, so I can't just, you know what I'm saying, say this is valid for everybody. But for me, growing up in a household with just your mom and not really having a male figure and getting out into the world, don't nobody tell you how to be a man or a black man at that, but motherfuckers expect you to have this certain status quo, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna meet all their expectations for
Of a black man.
Yeah, and a lot of people have started to base their perception of shit off social media. How many chains you got? Do you do this? Do you do that? Motherfuckers don't have conversations to even know the growth of a person.
Well,
So,
y'all black men can't be black men.
It's hard not to
Y'all get
because
called sassy.
it started, man, and it's the thing is, like, the shit started back when they was taking black men out of our homes. Like, it's black men getting incarcerated. They were getting sold. They were getting taken out the house, sent away to where they got put on child support to keep them separated. So now it builds a certain mindset and mentality in a woman's mind, like, well, you ain't here, shit. Just think about how far back this shit dates. It's not that I don't want to be there. I was never taught that shit. But having a woman in your household, y'all gonna learn how to. I'm gonna be real for a second. Y'all gonna learn how to do hair. Y'all gonna learn how to cook. You can learn how to be a good housewife, but you can learn how to be a good ass motherfucking hoochie too. Like, if you see your mama throwing ass or dressing a certain way, you gonna pick up them same habits when you get older. Just like as a man, as a young boy, you see your daddy working on cars or some shit like that, even if you don't grow up to be a mechanic, you're going to have some type of common knowledge as a man to know how to work on cars and some shit like that. But we didn't have a lot of that growing up. So when we get out into this world, it's like we started doing this shit and then we started letting out our emotions on how we really feel. Motherfuckers started calling you sassy. But we were never taught as a man how to like really express our emotions, but to, you know what I'm saying, expressing just how they come out firsthand. Whether it's getting on social media exposing them, whether it's goddamn telling you to your face or whatever. But nobody ever taught you that. But as a female, y'all have a lot more catered to y'all's like mindset to help y'all further yourself.
Well, we're emotional creatures.
That too, but men are too to an extent, but we don't get that satisfaction because
we're trying to be strong.
Exactly, the traditional way of us thinking, put your emotions to the side. You gotta provide first and make sure everything is straight. The woman is the emotional side.
I don't know. It depends on how you was raised and who you was raised with and how you treat a person. Because a woman can be there for a man. I feel like I'ma just go ahead and say this: you girls gonna have to just be man. Any girl that said that they don't need no man, they too independent, they don't want no man, this and that. Yes, you do.
I hear that shit
you
so
need
much.
A man.
I hear that shit so much, man. That shit crazy.
You need a man. You need a man. You should want a man. You should want a man to be there. Like, don't nobody want to be around here having to be the independent woman all the time. I want a man. Cater to me, baby. I want to be submissive.
Them trashes gonna get heavy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of taking up trashes right now.
You start getting up to 56 miles per hour, trying to slow that bitch down, that motherfucker get the shit.
Then I gotta go to my uncle, ask him to do my oil change, do this, making this sound.
Just think about how much easier life would be if everybody just got on the same page. And not just like traditionally like letting a man having to do this, that, and the other, like actually supporting each other. Yeah. I know my wife is strong in these areas. She's good at cooking, she's good at finances, shit like that. Baby, teach me those things so I'm stronger in those areas where I lack. And wherever you lack at, I'm gonna teach you in those areas so you can be strong. So if I ever go down, you know exactly what to do to handle them situations. Just like if you was to ever go down, I can think just like you. It may not be pinpoint on, but I just know shit gonna get taken care of. But at the end of the day, people can't really think like that because motherfuckers want you to goddamn cash out their ass for you DM it. I'd be like, ooh, that's prostitute. You a prostitute, ain't it?
Go away, like all that. The mommy ain't gotta do this. That age, if you wanna talk to me, you gotta do this and that. First off, boo. First and foremost, Bookie. Don't no man have to text you, have to call you, and don't have to pay you to call you, to text you. Because another girl gonna give him a chance. You just money hungry. How you gonna want Red Lobster but you be treating yourself to Burger King? You can't want something that you don't even give yourself. I feel like if you don't give yourself that, don't ask for another person to give you that. That's just one thing. If you all about money, like, okay, so what are you doing about your feelings? I can tell now if you all about money, you something wrong. You are lacking in all areas. You probably can't cook. You probably can't do nothing but run your mouth and ask for money.
Man. Just in my head as I'm a cold-blooded nigga, but I chose to be this way. From the south, not the west, but I'm turned up like the yay. Let's run it okay. You can catch two to the face, like a home run, play it safe. I'ma be straight when it come to that cake. Payday, don't be late.
Bad little bitch, throw the Glock in the purse. We don't shoot back, cause we shoot at them first. Dick is a clip and I'm making the squirt. Silence that baby, sleep on the shirt. If I rap about it, I seen this shit first. I tell you about it, some shit that I learned. A shooter, but I found a way with the words. My brother was having his way with the bird.
So what you gon' do? You say that it's pressure, but is you gon' shoot? Tap a couple heads and get out of there, duck, goose. So one of them survive, he hop around like it's footloose. And free my nigga Johnny, we screaming until them chains loose. That bitch be real, you only want me cause my wallet, bitch.
My bad, that motherfucker cut out and shit. But yeah, you gotta be a good support system to your person, bro. Cause if you're not, you can't.
I feel like nowadays, not even nowadays. I feel like women listen to talk back and not listen to comprehend. Like they don't listen to actually listen. They just listen to just. Oh, okay, well, you said this and that, this how I feel, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we lacking those type of aspects. I feel like we don't let people be heard and we don't let nobody just have their, I have some I got some flaws, but I know my flaws and I know what I'm working on, but I also know what I'm not going to be dealing with. You never need to lower your standards. So if you feel like that man is not, you know, you not being heard, but you listening to him and what he want, but is he listening to you and what you want? Y'all have to be able to compromise and be able to clash.
Nah, for that, I have this thing. It's a difference between hearing and listening. Sometimes you just hear a person and you hear them enough to react to what they saying. Like you're not really just, like you say, comprehending what they saying. You just hearing them just for the simple fact, you saying something? Okay, bet, I got something for your ass. And you gonna bring up some shit that don't even relate to what the fuck y'all talking about. But somebody that actually listens, you're not gonna say as much. You're gonna actually hear this person out. No matter how they saying, they could be hollering at you, they could be fussing at you, but you have to understand like where this is actually coming from. Is it really coming from a place to like at me to attack me, or is it just coming from a place of, you know what I'm saying, I'm screaming for help, you know what I'm saying? So if you actually take the time to dissect that, maybe people, you know what I'm saying, listen a little bit more before they react. But not everybody, a lot of people just want to goddamn
just go and go and
yeah, they don't think.
The trend now is toxic. I don't want to be toxic. I want a man to love me for me. I want that man to actually look at me and be like, I love you. I love your smell. I love what you do. I love your flaws. And this is what we're going to do to work on it. Just as well, if I get a man and he have flaws, this is what we're going to do to fix it. This is what I don't like. I want you to fix it. If you can't fix it, we can work on trying to fix it. A trying man is always better than no man at all. That's not trying.
So how do you know, like, you actually to that point where you're willing to put forth and consistently put forth that effort to grow outside of those flaws? Because a lot of times flaws just be, oh shit, we just not ready to let go of. So it's like, how can you yourself think like, I'm giving this person my all, and you know what I'm saying, giving them a clean slate if I'm still carrying what somebody else did or what I did to somebody else or what may be going on in the midst of, rather than actually thinking of moving forward type shit.
You can't go into something new carrying something old. Like, you can't, they love using the word I'm healing and all that other stuff, but are you really healing? Like, healing is not going to have sex with so many people and going to talk to all these people. You just didn't want me. You wanted somebody else, but that person didn't want you. So I was the fallback plan. So you was like, well, I might as well just talk to you. But you can't heal if you started doing all those stuff. Healing is whenever you sit back, you actually know what's wrong with you, what you need to do, what you need to change. The first thing of change is realizing what you are. Like, you have to know yourself first. Until you know yourself and be yourself, a lot of people are not their self genuinely, and like, they just not their self, period. They want to be this person that they see on social media. Like, they want to be their homeboy. They want to be just a different person. Like, you have your own personality. I feel like whenever you have your own personality and you actually know yourself, then that's whenever you're ready to accept the fact that somebody's telling you something that you don't like. And
that's what be hard for people to accept when motherfuckers is telling them something that in a way that they're not used to, or it's something that you need to hear and it's not what you want to hear, especially when it's like, I guess you kind of like, people feel like they're not in the, this is not the time or the mindset or some shit like that. But it's kind of like, I never know when I get this chance again, and this is how I'm feeling right now. So it's like, just give me like a few seconds out of your time to like just hear me out type shit. But sometimes shit gets so dismissive, which I understand. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you got to take a breather if you don't know how to accept the shit. But it's kind of like, how can you move past something if you don't choose to know how to accept it? Like, if you come fussing at me, you might not be doing it to attack me. That's just like what you had saw growing up, and that's just what you always seem to, you know, for somebody to get their point across. So you may feel like he not hearing, so let me get a little loud or something like that. Like, did you hear me or some shit like that? I'm like, well, well, what you yelling for? Like, I'm right here. And
but it's the way you talk to people, though.
Huh?
It's the way you talk to people. The way you talk to people changes the situation.
Definitely.
It definitely changes the situation. Like, I could be mad, but if I tell you what I don't like in a calm manner and you get mad, then that's whenever, you know what, I feel like you can't talk about this right now. I feel like you got some more growing up to do. Because you don't want to listen to what I gotta say. Because you're not. I don't know. You probably mad at somebody else. People would be mad at somebody else and bring that shit out on you. It's the way you talk to people.
Yeah, it's definitely a way that you talk to people, but it's also a way that you're supposed to like receive the shit too. Cause like.
Yeah, but you can't receive something if they telling you. So say you get mad at me and you hollering at me and you expect me not to be mad because you hollering at me. It's the way that you talk to people and it's the way that you choose your words.
Right, righteously enough. Cause I can't take the anger that I have for somebody else and bring it onto you. Like that's, you know what I'm saying, that's dismissing the matter. Cause if I'm coming to you about a situation, I shouldn't come to you in the tone of anger. I should come to you in the tone of like, hey, this is a situation and I'm not in a mental space to like really, you know, handle it properly. So, you know what I'm saying, how can I get past it? Rather than kind of coming to you like, bruh, fuck what you talking about. I ain't about trying to hear all that shit, bruh. Like, you not listening to me, this, that, and the other, then that's going to put them in a mental space like, well, what the fuck I do to you? You know what I'm saying? So then, that dismisses that person's like emotional response from let me be a emotional support system to, well, nigga, goddamn, you turned up, let me get turned up too. Not ain't nobody supporting nobody. We just pissed off at each other.
But that's when y'all both come together and talk like adults. So what was wrong? What we need to discuss? What can we change? I have yet to do that.
How do you feel like you should go about that though? Like, do you do this shit through text message? Do you do
I'm not a text
FaceTime?
person. I'm not a text person. I hate texting. I am a FaceTime see you person. But if I can't get my words across and you keep talking and interrupting me and you acting like you don't care, then that's when I'm put my hands on you. But I have stopped doing that. If I can't get my words out, I'm putting my hands on you. But you know, it's about growing. It's about growing.
Oh shit.
It's all about growing. I have yet to get to the point where I can just sit down and talk to somebody. I mean, when I was in my little situationship, I did do that.
Oh,
and I tried my best, but you know.
I mean.
Things can only last for so long.
I mean, I can't tell nobody what to do with their life, but
right.
You know, I don't know if resorting to violence, you know, if it ends too.
I do promote violence over here. If you're not listening to you, go put your hands on him.
Oh God.
But when he started to try to put your hands on him, make sure you duck. You bob and weave. Cause
the thing is, I don't think women be understanding how strong a man get when he get pissed off.
Definitely. I don't promote you putting your hands on men.
Especially the wrong one. Like, you catch him on the wrong day. I don't know how that situation gonna go.
Might draw your ass.
Shit. Hit you dead in your chest. I'm all in your shit.
You might draw it now.
But yeah, it's always a way that you talk to people. I mean, not just, I guess, in relationships, situationships, friendships.
How do you feel about friendships?
I don't have friends for real.
Wow. They snake.
Everybody weird. People these days, people weird. Like everybody, I don't know. People don't know how to be genuine people no more. People gotta fit in and shit.
Definitely.
I feel like if you feel like you gotta fit in, I'm gonna go let your ass fit in because I'm gonna stand out and still be involved in shit. But I feel like that creates who you are. Like you can, if I can walk in a room and hell, even if 5 motherfuckers out of 100 acknowledge me, that still let me know.
Somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody know me rather than just walking in this bitch and I'm just standing on the wall being an old weird ass nigga looking at everybody. You know, it's more or less like I don't ever want that vibe to kind of go off the people and people give me that vibe like them niggas that stand off in the wall by themselves.
Yeah, like weird.
You know,
shit,
being all weird and shit. And I ain't got time for that.
Talk to him.
Especially like how they talk. Like I base my friendships off of how I can talk to a person. If we sitting down every day talking about people and what the fuck is somebody else got going on. If I know more about somebody else's business than building a business or what the fuck we got going on, you way too more involved in somebody else's situation. So I'm gonna let you go be involved in their situation. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, that's what people do these days. People be involved in celebs. They know more about celebrities and everybody else
than their kids.
than insurance, than their damn self. People don't even know how to bathe right.
Ooh.
They don't even brush their teeth. I know. I offer people floss, and people still choose not to take floss.
You want a piece of gum? You don't want no mint?
So it's a lot of small dynamics that just show me like you not to the level of human being you need to be.
I don't want to be human no more anyways.
Me either. I'm waiting on that. I'm finna go get me an alien tattoo so they know exactly who to come fuck with.
I don't want to be an alien no more anyways. Cause the humans here.
Are you into into like the spiritual shit?
Yep. Humans here is I just can't do humans anymore. I don't want to be human.
I don't know. Wait, what level like? I try not to call it spirituality. I try to kill that aspect of it because people don't really understand what the fuck spirituality actually is. So I dumb it down and call it being self-aware. So what is like your self-awareness level of like your journey? Like how long has it been going on and like when did you actually put on your universal glasses?
I say about when my dad died in 2016. That's whenever like it started like opening up. I was opening my eyes before then, but like it really opened up. Especially when you lose somebody real close to you, like that's whenever you start to think like like why. You can start to question God, like why do this to me, but you never question everything is for a reason. I am not all the way on it. I'm so scared because what you see is what you get. Like, it's scary. You don't play with that. Like, once you in it, you're in it.
Once you see what you're supposed to see. It's what you see. You see what you're supposed to see. Not what.
You're scared. You get scared, and I'm scared. Like I done seen a couple stuff, and I done witnessed a couple stuff. Like I'm scared. I have not got that far to talking to ancestors, but I have definitely gotten far to like hearing, and I feel like I'm a healer. Like I feel like what I do, I'm a healer, and I can tell you your entire life with just one conversation. Really, just looking in your eyes, I can tell you exactly who you are.
See, that's interesting because like I feel like I read energy real well. Even if I walk into a room, like I can, like if it feels too heavy, I know this is not the place for me. And kind of hearing how you can like look at a person and basically can tell everything about them just off of like just seeing them. It's like, if you're not involved into the rabbit hole,
the world,
like you gotta go beyond like the rabbit hole and go really deep into the abyss to really like understand some shit. Cause me, like I get all my universal numbers. My tattoos. When my dad had passed away, when I went on deployment, that's when I started like everything just started hitting. I was like, what the fuck? And people of specific religions, like it was saying a lot about them, and I'm like, damn. This religion kind of like got y'all programmed to where it's like you damn near can't even fuck with me because I'm kind of challenging what you know. So then it really made me want to go deeper into like, all right, what does this shit really mean? So now, like that's why I say like I don't really have like friends and shit like that because it's not everybody I can just sit and have them deep conversations with because not everybody just
open-minded.
They don't register that shit real well, so it's kind of like you got to keep on surface conversations with a lot of people, but the ones that you can have them conversations with, it's like y'all run into each other without having to like force the shit. It's like y'all just kind of like, all right, it's a wave here going on right now, and I feel like this is where I need to be right now. Because I wasn't expecting for you to be like, let me get on the podcast. I'm like, damn. This shit, I'm literally like talking to my homeboys like, bruh, this shit, I'm building this shit, you know what I'm saying, such and such. And then I was sitting here, my phone ping, you like, I want to get on the podcast. And then somebody else say something about it. Somebody else say something about it. I'm just like, what the fuck? What's going on right now? So then it's like, we get to this point, and I see that you're self-aware. shit is just kind of, bro. Y'all gotta get on the journey, bro.
It's scary, but like I wouldn't say that it's not worth it. It's definitely worth it to a certain extent. If you ready to like lose everything and gain it back, I say do it.
Boy.
You gonna lose everything.
Boy.
You gonna lose your mental, your physical, your spiritual. Like you gonna lose. You gonna go through it, but you gotta go through something worse to get to something that's good.
That's what people are afraid of. People are afraid of like
starting over,
of changing their contentment. They like to be where they at. So anything that challenges where they at, cause they done got to where they at, they feel like, nah, I can't fuck with it because it's going to fuck with where I'm at.
I want to be uncomfortable. I love being uncomfortable. When I'm uncomfortable, that means it's time for me to try to make myself comfortable.
All right.
Then when I get back comfortable, I want to get back uncomfortable. I want to keep going. I don't want to stay in one little... I don't want to stay with doing one little thing.
Like, what's the most challenging thing like you didn't kind of like face so far in adulthood that nobody really just told you this is something that you could prepare for?
Adult motherhood. Definitely motherhood in adult life. Like, it's probably more things, but I can say off the bat, motherhood. Like, nobody tells you how motherhood is. Like, yeah, people got their ways of raising kids, and you know, everything is better said than done. Motherhood is a challenge, but I wouldn't dare tell nobody to not experience that. Like, it's an experience. It's a better experience when you're experiencing it with somebody else that loves you. So
what has it been like? Like, what are like some of the challenges that you face, and what are some of the, you know, more I really learned something from this?
I would say one challenge is postpartum. If you can overcome postpartum.
Break that down, please, because like I really wanted to like understand the emotional aspect of like that, how that affects a woman.
Postpartum is crazy. Any man, like, I feel like that's why certain people were like, when they're with their child's father, whatever, I feel like that's why certain people don't work out, because that woman is probably going through postpartum. She just had a baby. Her mental is not the same as what she used to do. Now she's going to have to change and sacrifice what she used to do. A baby does not change anything. Don't get me wrong. Baby does not change anything. But it does change some stuff. But a woman has to sit there now and think about, like, okay, I'm not doing this for me no more. I'm doing this for my child. Like, I can't just want to not do what I want to do. Like, I have to think about, like, oh, okay, like, if I leave here, if I do this, how is it going to affect me and my child? That's another thing. Like, you can't just be out here living free and living carefree. You got somebody that's looking after, that's looking up to you. So that's one. Postpartum is like a depression.
It's basically kind of like,
you can't compare it to.
So in a sense, it's kind of like a new reality setting in.
Yeah, but then it is, and yeah, it is. I would say it is, but it's more of like, you can't really explain postpartum, and you can't put a time frame on postpartum. Just like you can't put a time frame on depression and anxiety and all that. It's just like that in one. So just think about it. We're women. We have to carry this baby 9 months. We're having all these different hormones, the pregnancy hormones and my hormones already. Then I have to deal with your man and their hormones, and have to deal with the baby and them hormones. It's like a lot of hormones. Then, like, say she might not snap back as fast as she would like to. Now she don't like the way she look. Now she feel like she's ugly, and now her man might not make her feel like she's beautiful. Like, he might make her feel like, you know, disgusted. Some dudes, they see stretch marks, they don't like it. Some dudes see a little gut, they don't like it. They see that your body is not the same like how it used to. They're out. They will make a woman feel like damn, I'm not enough. Like, what am I, like, I just carried your child for you. I just created a life. I brought a life in here for you.
You had to change. My body had to change.
My body had to change. My mental, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's postpartum is crazy. I always tell, like, first time mamas, like, cause me, I didn't go through it until my baby was 1. So I hit my postpartum when he was 1. You can hit postpartum within 1 to 2 when they're from newborn to 2 years old. So I tell them, like, get out the house, like, get a break, like, do something, get yourself back together. If you gotta drop the baby off for a couple hours just to sleep, that's freedom. That's just freedom. Like, you just go get you a drink, go get you something to eat, go watch a movie by yourself, take yourself out on a date. If that man don't take you out on a date, take yourself on a date. Get yourself together, because postpartum depression, anxiety, suicidal, mental health is real in the black community. Like,
yeah, I'm glad you put community behind that, because like that's something I really try to advocate for on this platform, is like mental health. Because when I lost my dad in 2020 because of 2021 because of COVID, it's like being self-aware and then going into like that mindset of like, what now? Like, I don't have nobody to like really like look up to man wise, so now I really gotta figure this shit out by myself. On top of like your family changing, cause y'all gotta get shit in order and this, that, and the other. And it's like, man, how do I get past this situation that, you know, nobody ever really just taught me how to get past? Nobody ever just sat down with me and just was like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever just wanted to cry, I never really just felt like I had a person I could just not say anything to. I could just go get a hug from and just break down. Because, like, a lot of people don't know how to handle that emotional, you know what I'm saying, trauma type shit. Because it starts off early, like, in our parents, it started off, their parents not really showing them emotional support. So with ours, it's like you have some that adapt to the time now and understand mental health. But a lot of them just have that old, like, mentality that just don't change. So it's kind of like you got that hard body love. So then when you go searching for love, it's kind of like you almost fall for anything. And when you fall for anything, you start finding yourself hurt. You start finding yourself in situations and shit like that. And it's like, and it's like my intentions the whole time for this was, you know, nothing but pure and, you know, love. But this person, you know what I'm saying, didn't affected me in such a way, I don't know if I can ever love somebody the same way ever again type shit. And it's kind of like, damn, it's not that you can't not do that. It's like, how can you get past that emotional aspect of being hurt? Just like rejection. How can you get past somebody, you know, telling you no? You feel me?
Yeah.
And still being okay with somebody telling you no. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's I don't know. That's like, you can't tell nobody how to feel. You can't tell nobody how long they should grieve either.
Yeah.
You can't tell nobody that how they supposed to have a mental, like, you can't tell nobody like, oh, you should be over there. Your mental health should be good. Like, you can't tell nobody that. It's such a joke in black community. All that is a joke. Everybody think they just using that. They just using that because they don't have nothing to say. But like, little do they know, like, mental health is crazy. We're still in slavery. Really.
No cap. Social media really shows how much people need emotional support.
Yes.
Cause like somebody will say something in such a way, somebody go share that shit, and I'm talking about they feeling
just like that.
Just like I'm talking about they down in the shit. It could be something about love posts, like people share all day. I'm single, I want somebody, this, that, and other. But you just sharing it on social media. What action have you really applied to show that you are able to maintain that shit?
Some people just say that just to be safe.
Man.
Because most of them not ready. Like, everybody now, hoeing is in season.
And tricking.
Yeah, and tricking. You ain't tricking if you got it, though. Yeah, but now it's just in season to be a hoe. Everybody want to have a roster. Everybody want to be on tour. I know I joke a lot on social media. I do. I joke a lot, but on social media, I'm just being funny. But in person, like, I am nothing like my social media. I am not a person that you can just come up to and just talk to. But a lot of people come up to me and just feel very comfortable with me. I don't know, but all that being friendly on social media, I'm not that friendly in person.
See that?
I'm going to say
that's
hey,
the thing, though.
I'm going to say hey.
That be the thing. People read into social media like, oh, this is exactly how this person is feeling. Because a lot of time that's how they be feeling for real. They just don't know how to word this shit, or they going to say it to somebody.
You'll know if somebody for real, though, on social media. You definitely know, especially if they put like a long, more than 2 lines. They're serious on social media. Like they've been wanting to say this. If somebody posts something, they share it and they be like, no, for real, or this how I feel, or that's facts, or whatever. Like y'all need help. I hope and pray and wish that everybody gets somebody that genuinely loves them.
Facts.
And that genuinely wants to hear them. Like sometimes you don't even have to talk back. Sometimes a person just want to vent. Sometimes a person just want a hug. One person can just ask you, "Are you okay?" and give you a hug, and you cry. I feel like everybody needs that type of person in their life.
Oh, so I be wanting to goddamn cry sometimes, but it's like you gotta just
like, damn, who I'm gonna cry
yeah,
to? You can't tell everybody. Now every listening ear is not.
yeah. Every ear is not listening.
They all ready to listen and ready to tell.
They hear what the fuck you saying. That is going out of one ear and out the ear. Yeah, exactly. That bitch going from one ear to the next. It's not going to the grave with a lot of people.
And it's gonna definitely change. It's gonna change.
By the time you make it back to your ass, man.
By the time you done been married 4 times.
You done been married 4 times, got a kid, a goat.
When this happened.
Shit, you done been out on the streets and some more shit.
Yeah.
Man, when the fuck that happened?
Social media plays a lot in everything that a person do. Social media is everybody's mindset and everybody's personality. Nobody has their personality.
That's the first thing they wake up to.
Facebook. Like, I get on there and joke and stuff, but baby, I got my own personality. I got my own me. Everybody ain't me. Everybody can't be me. Not saying that I'm something, but I am something. But I'm just saying, like, you can't replace everybody.
Yeah.
You can't replace everybody.
Certain people just hold certain statuses and just certain criteria that just can't be fucked with. But at the end of the day, it's like really understand the difference between who the fuck you is on social media and who you is in real life. Because some people really live their real life on social media, bro.
Yeah, and some people don't have no personality outside of social media. Most people don't have a personality, period. They're probably picking up their friend's personality, picking up another friend's personality, and just putting it all in one and like, oh, this is who I am. And no, baby, that's not who you are.
Oh, yeah.
You sit with a person for so long, they're still gonna come out.
Crazy.
Their person gonna come out. You can only fake it for so long. Baby, all that faking until you make it.
That's so crazy. Damn, that's we gonna end this shit with that. Cause look, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Cause we need more realism in the world. Stop all that fake shit. Just go be yourself. That's the main message of this show today. Go be yourself. Like, stop fucking around with all these wannabes and gonnabees and go actually be something with yourself.
Go do something.
Cause by the time you goddamn end up being something for yourself, they still gonna be them same wannabes, gonnabees, shoulda, coulda, woulda ass motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. So go do something with yourself. Stop talking about people and go talk about something that matters. Go get you some money.
Please.
And with that, this is the Black Currency Exchange Show. It's the Big Capone BCDT. It's the lovely Dwaynaa. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure that y'all get liked. Make sure that y'all get subscribed. Make sure that y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can stay up to date. Just stay tuned. Peace.